How are you?
Good
Welcome
to see
Boerger.
you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Great to have you here.
Well, I'm excited to have a tour.
Okay,
So which way are we going to go?
let's do it. We'll start over here. We'll head towards the shop. All right, well, we'll go into the shop now. Come on in. So this is Boerger LLC's U.S. headquarters. We've been in this facility for approximately 15 years. We do all of our metal works at this facility for our North American clientele, as well as inventory, our pump and grinding components, as well as our aftermarket spare parts. So our shop is essentially divided in half. One half of our shop is all manufacturing devoted, so forming, welding, machining. The other side of our shop is all inventory, final assembly, and testing. So we'll start with the inventory because that's generally what everybody wants to see, and this is generally the first question we get: do you have inventory in the United States? Well, you can see we have inventory in the United States, and plenty of it to support our clientele in the Americas. So this side is final assembly and testing. So here you can see some completed side mount skids that the guys just got done assembling the other day. Through a quality control check by our personnel, and then they'll get prepared for ship. So here you can see some of the assemblies occurring. So they'll grab their respective pump head, reducer, base frame, and motor. The final assembly will occur. And then at the other end of the shop here, we have an FAT machine, so we can actually do a factory acceptance test that'll test the pump head. If we have to change mechanical seals or anything of the sort, we can check the integrity of the seals as well as the torque requirements of the particular pump to turn over. This is our FAT machine. It's the same build that we utilize in Germany as well. So these machines are used when we are done assembling a pump itself. In our case, if we're doing a retrofit of mechanical seals or rotors, we put it back on the FAT machine to verify integrity of the mechanical seals, as well as the torque rotation, so we can produce a completed document to prove the pump is tested. So in addition to the FAT machine, we also have a hydrostatic stand that we can utilize. Many people don't realize Boerger is also a tank manufacturer in Europe, so we actually have our own Boerger tank in our facility. So we have a 5,000 gallon tank. Our test stand is set up. We are a member of the Hydraulic Institute, so it's fully calibrated and ready to go at any time to do performance testing, factory certified testing, anything that the customer may require. So we have modulating valves over here, so we can physically set your exact requirement, and then the modulating valves in the program will take over, so we can simulate your exact flow and discharge pressure. So this test stand pretty much has an uptime of about 80%. Assemblies will be completed here and be prepped for shipment. So here you can see some completed skids ready for shipment early next week. And then we have 4 full-time certified welders in-house to do all of our welding. So additional base frame components, here you can see some flanges being constructed.
Nice pretty welds.
Well, this will be part of that piping for that skid that we just showed you that Jamie was working on. We have Susanna working on some base.
Hi, Susanna. I'm Charlie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So you're welding these together?
Yeah, just about to start. I mean, there's 2 pieces, tack them together first, and then MIG weld them down the seams.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is our flange transition where we go from the square opening to the round ANSI.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just the transition part right there.
That's very important, though.
Yeah,
Thank you for doing it.
Components that are getting ready for welding. So this is all stuff fresh off the press brake. And there you can see like the transition pieces, base frames, coupling guards. Like I said, we do all these components in-house.
Okay. So where do you get the product? How does it come in before you start welding?
Where does it come in?
Yeah.
So product basically comes in. We generally have enough steel for any given week. We don't store, months worth of steel. So pretty much a week's worth of steel at a time. It comes in this bay. And then we have the overhead crane. We can grab the 6x10 sheets and start cutting. And it'll go right from there to forming and then make it swoop around.
All right.
Here you can see the press brakes. So after cutting, the press brakes come in as basically our second function to form the components. In that facility is our UL panel shop. So we have a UL 508A and 698 panel shop that Boerger operates as well. Here you can see some of our panels that we construct. And then beyond that, our trade show equipment as well as other inventory is in that facility as well.
Where's that located?
2 blocks just south of here.
All right.
And one last thing we should probably show you, which is always a question after we sell or even before we sell the product, is can we support it and do we have spare parts? So we'll show you our spare part inventory. So here you can see our different range and geometries of rotors, different elastomers, mechanical seal components, wear plates, all inventory here in the U.S. at our facility.
When they get the product, how much do they come with extra spare parts? I mean, you know it's going to mess up, or just you wait until that happens?
So in our ERP system, we can see trends. We can see, how many pieces of a certain style of equipment we sold, and then we can also see usage. So every year we monitor that, and we'll make adjustments to our inventory to reflect that.
Okay.
And here you can see some of the similar parts, but the scaling of the parts gets larger depending on the pump model. Here you've got some EL components, XL components, which some of our bigger product offerings. And then
It goes on and on.
goes on and on. So bolts, O-rings, different components. Here you can see some XL wear plates, rotor bodies, and then mechanical seals for more of our industrial offering. These are all FCs and double acting mechanical seals.
Your products are unique, so it's fun to see them all.
And then the final goal is to get it boxed in a wonderful burger box and off to the customer.
Gotta have that.
That's Jason and AJ. They pack all of the spare parts for our customers.
That's
get
when
them out
you're
the door.
happy, right?
That's
You're
right.
happy when it gets to you.
Probably our favorite pump is the FL518. It was the first Boerger legend product that Mr. Boerger designed in Germany. And we're still making it today, 50 years.
What's the benefit of using this pump?
Maintainability is our big thing that we focus on, and you've seen us tout over the years at every trade show and every presentation, MIP. So maintenance in place. Everything can be maintained through the front removable cover back to the mechanical seals. You don't need to remove it from service to take care of it.
How long have you been here?
This is my 18th year at Boerger LLC, so sold a few Boerger units over my years.
Yeah. What's your role now?
I'm Vice President of the U.S. or the Americas Division.